Hello, welcome to yoga. So I just invited us to start with our backs on the ground with our knees bent. So come into that position, please. So that you can relax your back. Lie down, knees bent. Rest on the back center of your skull. Relax. Breathe deeply. Where do your arms go? Where do they feel good? Have freedom. Be soft. Practice a few breaths into your belly. We do a lot of holding in yoga. You might automatically start holding in your low belly, but it's also good for us to breathe with our belly. Our lymphatic flow, so our immune systems benefit from that gentle massage of breath. Make sure your head is centered, your neck is long, your hands and feet are relaxed. Face relaxed. If this feels nice, just let yourself grow this intelligence of being connected with your body by observing that. Feel supported by the earth, however it feels good. Just notice. Weave your fingers behind your skull. Bring your elbows towards each other and curl your chin towards your chest. So just curl up to stretch the back of your neck and your upper back. And wherever you feel that connection will strengthen your tummy. Press the feet a little bit. And exhale, roll down, open your arms. And release them down beside you for a bridge pose. Take a moment to let your hips go side to side. So your knees go side to side, sorry. And that lets your hips rotate in and out both ways. Continue to relax, soften your face, your brain, your hands, whatever you don't need in this moment, whatever you don't need to be holding. Make your way back to center and stillness, bridge pose. Focusing on the upper back for this first one. So I'm going to go ahead and roll shoulders underneath a little bit and down. So your neck is long and bridge. Your neck's off the ground. Just trying to pin your upper back and upper shoulders where they are as you bridge up so that you ground that part of your back. Add your tail tuck energy if you need it. Just focusing this one on that upper back, shoulder blades, gently pressing into the earth with the shoulders. One more slow breath here. Again, focusing on that part of the spine, the thoracic spine, as you come down, go slowly into a roll down. Feeling your whole body gradually release, your low back springs away from the earth. Second one, press your feet, rise up. Again, letting the upper shoulders press into the earth here. Keep your head centered. You may start engaging Mula Bandha, the pelvic floor, drawing in and up to help you find your subtle core strength. One more breath. Inhale, slowly exhale, bring the low back bit by bit down once again. All the way to the release. Pause while you feel the release. And last one, this one focusing on our hip strength. So get yourself into a nice power position where your feet are a little wide, close to your body. whatever that is for you, so that when you press out, that feels doable. Focus on just pressing the feet and uplift, stretching the front of your legs. You've been sitting possibly today. Letting that part of your body stretch out as you ground your upper shoulders. One more time, deep breath, perhaps a little more lift to grow slightly. For next time, just think about a little more space. Exhale, relax your glutes, come on down with your spine. Feel complete. Bring your knees to your chest one at a time. Bring both knees over to the right side of your body, or resting twist, set 2 knees version where you try to stack out the knees. You may add some cushioning or just space between your knees. And this focuses the twist into our thoracic upper back. We'll turn and look. Relax. Breathe deeply. Starting to cultivate that ujjayi breath, steady breathing with sound through the nose. Eyes softening is a part of this, the gazing. Take a soft internal gaze through your third eye. And let your eyes rest at times if that feels good, if it works for you. But just keep them soft. And one more breath out here. Knees to chest, return to center, hug in. Second side, 2 knee twist. So you roll over to that side of your pelvis. Your knees can stack. Make sure your spine stays long. Your belly is relaxed as you turn and look away. You can maintain space between your knees or let them rest together. Find a sweet amount of sensation for yourself, so you can make things softer. You can also not hold back with where your body wants to go. Breathe deeply, find your good space. One way of translating asana, that word, good space. Mindfully inhabited. And exhale, finish. Return to your back center. Now stretch out your legs for a moment to really let the front of the legs and hips stretch open. Point your toes. Draw back on your toes. All the way to the ankles. So ankle pumps twice more. Reach your toes away, stretch the tops of your feet. Just the right amount. Feel how you might feel it up your legs, at your knees or your hips. Relax, go the other way, pull back your toes, spread your toes. Focus on that part of your body. Let it go and feel the softness and the energy from that focus, from that place in your body. Coming up to seated forward fold, you may rock, tuck your chin. Be careful, just know yourself, know if a little rocking on your spine feels like a safe thing to do. No bulging discs. Disc issues, know yourself. Come on up to seated. It's fine to make your way another way. Excuse me. Come into easy pose. Take a moment to arrange, ground, center. Feel a practice already alive inside of you. Feel that calm energy. Navel in towards the spine gently. Breath of fire, reaching up and pulling down 10 times. So breath of fire is just inhale, exhale, your own pace, maybe 10 times. So breathe in, open out, breathe out, pull your elbows into your sides, squeeze your shoulder blades. Go ahead at your own pace 10 times. Ish. Concentrate. 8. One more time. Deep breath in, reach. Deep breath out, center. One more time, breath of fire. This time, thumbs up, shoulders down. Not forced. Inhale deeply next time. Let it stretch back out to Ujjayi and exhale, float down your arms. Pause a moment just to feel that. Awakening energy. Bring your left hand across to your right knee. Open back twist. So this time just keep your palm facing out as you twist back. So really focus across your heart on that side, your chest, your shoulder. Then you look back, twist. Open heart addition. You find your breath. One more time. Use exhale to soften and release. Back to center. Refine in the legs that feed it. So the reach across to the opposite knee, and then this opening, just letting that weight of that arm really fall back behind you. So you stretch across your chest and shoulder. Bring a little back bend and notice it in my breathing. Be determined with your breath. Learn to back off if you need to. 2. Let your eyes and head turn to look back. 1 more breath. Soften, exhale, release as you are ready. Bring out your feet so they're together and your knees are wide into butterfly pose, going in for a minute here. Just letting energy come across the back of the hips and low back. So come into your own version of the pose, forwardness to your own degree. And with yin, we just let everything be soft. Let your muscles disengage, your belly, everything. Holding still for a minute in a place where you feel some good sensation across your back body. Find a support under your knees. Stillness. So present with your body, you're very much taking care of yourself with your choices. Your body might, at this halfway point, feel just a little more release. You might come forward a little bit more, just change something slightly. Go back to your stillness, about 10 more breaths if that helps you stay present. Slowly breathe and count your breathing. So patient with the stillness. Just let one more breath move through you. Feel complete. Release, take back your hands, fingers forward. So changing energy, bring the feet back to the earth. This time, Purvottanasana variation. So changing around the energy a little, getting ready for standing practice. Heart lifting, gaze down. Press your hands into the earth like you were going to lift up for 5. Really press. Try to build that strength, broad shoulders, so external shoulders. Elbows come towards each other. One more time. Relax, release. Just let go of the pressing. And this time, maybe lifting something, not coming to the full pose, but just coming up with your hips off the ground a little bit. Maybe just lift the corners of your mouth for 5, 4, 3. Focus on that arm strength, on the pressing. 2, 1. Carefully release down your hips, whatever lifted, and let's come around to standing. Give yourself some space with half lift pose in your spine. Fold forward, let your pelvis tilt. Come down. Relax, release. Stand, bring your hands to heart center. Breathe deeply in. Ground into that long, slow exhale. And open up your eyes, bring your arms by your sides, ready to greet the sun officially. Inhale, hands meet at your heart center and carry on to the sky. Exhale, forward fold, process, tilt. Let your knees bend, whatever your body needs you to do to come there safely and happily. Half lift pose, keep your neck long, belly strong. Exhale, bend, press hands, right leg back, left leg back, Kalasana, 5 breaths. Firm your entire body. Hug your waist into the center, press your hands, use your arm strength. Press your thighs towards the sky, 1 more breath. Then bring down your knees. Keep your toes tucked, stretch back to puppy pose. You need to reset your toes, you can, of course, reset as needed. And when you're done, be still. Shoulders are external here, so there's space between the ears and shoulders. Back body breathing. 1 more time. And release. Release your toes, come up with your hips. And let's practice the striking cobra. So we come from this pull back into our extended out upward dog, straight arm kind of cobra on the knees. Just the right amount, gaze down. Go back. So protect your low back here. You can use tail tuck energy. Know your body. Know when you're going to stop. You can stop at any point. Go back 1 more time. Pull back energy. And then this extension. Stretch the front body. Arms strong and straight. Gaze down. And release back. Walk your arms to the right side. Bring your head down. Relax. So we stay gently engaged, but we just rest into the shape, finding some softness. Second side. Find your place, relax and breathe. One more exhale. Inhale, cow spine, tabletop extend. Exhale, lion's breath, downward facing dog. Five slow, deep breaths. Plenty of time, refine. Hold steady, press. Press your thighs back. Press your heels down. Press your hands down. One more exhale, focus on the pressing energy in the body. Slowly breathe in, come to halfway lift pose. Learn to stretch your breathing. Exhale, fold forward. Completely tuck your chin. Inhale, stand arms wide. Exhale, heart center. Exhale, more arms into your sides. Empty breath. Again, up. Again, down. Halfway lift, third position. Other leg back first. Walk back to the plank pose. This time, let's try it with the cat spine. Just round your upper back like you're in cat. If you want to come to your knees, you can try that. Just focus on using different muscles in plank pose. 2, 3, it pulls you up onto the balls of your feet. 4, and 5. Knees down, release your feet. Come to your elbows and your belly. So work your way to forearm plank briefly and lower down. Bring your legs together, zip up your legs and feet. Pull your hands in by your chest. Outward spiral hands, inward elbows. Lift to Cobra pose. Gaze at your nose. Little baby cobra, lengthen front body. Find a sweet spot for your own little back bend. Activation and strength in the back body help create that front opening. One more time. Exhale, release. Bring your arms underneath you so you're comfortably lifted up and bend your knees. Feet towards the sky. 5 breaths, lift your knees off the ground. Doesn't have to be high. Your head can rest down. 3. One more breath. Lift a little higher, inhale. Exhale, relax, release. Come to front resting pose for a moment. Let your feet, toes come together and your heels roll out. Bring your arms comfortably down by your sides or under your head. Turn to the right. Draw your shoulders down your back. Almost feels like you're giving the earth a little hug. Feel the connection. Other side with your head turning. Feel where you touch your knees, the tops of your legs, the tops of your feet. Breathe into the earth 2 more times. Exhale. Reactivate your legs, bring your legs and feet together. From Cobra pose, press forward and down to peel up your belly. Make your way to Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward dog. Widen your hands and feet out to the sides of your mat. Connect with the sound of your breath. One more exhale, wait for it. Inhale, shift forward to plank. Breathe out. Breathe in again, walk your feet forward. Exhale, fold, and 5 breaths. Take a moment to find your favorite. If you want to try the big toe holding version or the elbows, you can pull your elbows wide and broaden your back. Breathe into your back. We pull up on the toes with the fingers and the toes resist equally. One more breath, make some space, inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, last breath, go and find your spot where you feel that right amount of sensation. Release your toes. Standing back up, use your legs. Rise and reach. Exhale, heart and sides. Step to the right side of your mat with your right leg turning to the back for triangle. Set up your foundation for straight legs, side hips. Reach your arms, breathe in. Breathe out, go over and down. Go slowly. Radiate from your anchor in your belly. Reach up and down, reach through your head. Reach through both feet. Let your fingers spread out today. See how that feels. How it changes the energy. Once more. Important to have your navel in for these transitions coming up and down. So supporting from our center. Our legs strong. Reach, breathe. Spread your fingers over, down as you're ready. And touch your leg or keep it floating. Extend through head, hands, feet. Concentrate on this impermanent experience. One more time, breathe out. Virabhadrasana B, come up and bring yourself to the knee bend. Give yourself a little time to get out your space in that shape. Continue to reach your arms front and back, facing front. Have a look down and center your knee. Should be able to see your big toe. Have a look back. Straighten out your back, hand, and arm with love. Shoulders down. Turn your head back to the front. Combining a balance of effort and ease. Standing poses to build strength, groundedness. Exhale into extended side ankle pose, lean and reach. You need some tail tuck energy in this one. It's into your low back. The tail tuck energy gives you some space there. Reach it out, maybe come down if that's in your practice. So keeping the neck long, shoulder draws down as the arm reaches. One more breath. Exhale. Follow that inhale energy up and out, setting up for the second side, warrior B, and extended side angle together. Settle into your lunge. Reach your arms front and back. Check in on your knees. See if you can see your big toe on the right leg. Go back and guide your back arm into position so it feels equal. Look forward, hold steady. It's creating strength and openness in our hips. 4, strong breathing, strong pose. Exhale, lean and reach as you are ready. Extended side angle. Back foot can come in a little bit to give you space to go forward in this pose. 4, and just one more time. Exhale, inhale energy, transition to your wide parallel feet. Find center, shoulders up, head down. Side of your knees bend here. You may also rest on your bent knees. If you don't reach the floor, that's okay. Okay. It's all really interesting. See if your legs will straighten out a little more. You can release any gripping in your feet. And let's bend the right knee towards the toes on that same side. So come to a lunge. It's not too late to come up if you want to come higher. You straighten that leg, try that again. Pasarita lunge, or we send the knee toward the toes. One more each way. Concentrate on that. And then exhale, center, head down, belly up. Find that little hollow space in the low belly. Exhale once more. Inhale to stand, strong legs, rise. Roll your shoulders back. Turn out your toes. And come over to the right side, bending your knee towards your toes. This time ankle toward the corner of your mat. Take your hand on that side behind your skull. Try to turn your left toes towards the front side of your mat. It's okay if they don't go all the way. And put up your Abhaya Mudra, your stop sign hand. Hold steady. Exhale again. Release those actions, recreating on the other side, finding that angled outside lunge. This arm behind the skull keeps us nice and upright. Try to turn your toes to the back of your mat and put up your Abhaya Mudra, drawing back your hand, fingers towards the sky. Exhale one more time, gesture of courage and protection. And release. Make your way back, top of the mat. Feel your feet, your legs, your hips and pelvis, spine, brain, the energy of your hands. Feet learning to be present. And now taking our soft gaze to a very steady one. So, locking the eyes. We're going to find a spot and perhaps come to a wall for a standing balance. Let's practice dancer today. Good to mix these up and try something. So just do your best. Some days are easier than others. Sometimes it's the wrong time of day for balancing, but you're just going to have an easygoing attitude. Come on in if you know the pose. You want to spend a little time building foundation, find that easy spot. So you have a steady, easy spot to look at. Bending your other knee, catching your ankle or the outside of your foot. The preparation of letting the heel come towards the hip if you like to spend a little time there. That balancing foot, that miracle of bones and joints. And then come down, reset if you need to. Otherwise, head into the dancer pose, reaching forward, reaching back. Lift your back knee. Try to keep your hips squared to the top edge of your mat, or just both squared forward, so that we create an opening in the spine, a half bow shape. Slowly breathe again. Concentrate and try to come out slowly if you can. Keep your gaze, resist, and release. Be accepting with however it went. You did your best. Other side, try again. Call it practice. Always practice. Setting eyes, come into the preparation. Using support is spine. Can be really nice, can let you work very deeply when you have the support. Don't be afraid to use props as you like. Come to the second one if you need a reset before you go forward, do that. Slide on your gazing spot if you don't have one already. Just feel your mind get giant as it focuses on this work. So spacious, so free. The golden present. One more breath. Try to come out with some slowness. might just get a little glimpse of concentration that allows that feeling. Everything else stops. Back to the top of your mat. Bring your hands behind to your sacrum with your fingers down for standing front-lift pose. Gently pressing your pelvis forward. Doesn't have to move very much. Lift your back and front rib cage. Gaze down. One more deep breath. And release. Come slowly to forward fold. Going the other way, pelvis tipping forward. Guide yourself to forward fold pose. 3, 4, wherever you are, feel good, it's fine. And 5. Bring down your hands, take back your legs. Knees down, dolphin pose. This works our forearm position. So you can have flat hands if your especially shoulders feel tight, or hands together, they can meet. Bring your head towards the floor and bring your body into downward dog. It's okay if you feel kind of different. Press your forearm bones, uplift your navel. Inhale for 3. Inhale for 4. One more time. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Then bring down your knees. Release your feet. Rise up. If you need a moment for a cushion under your knees, you may add that here. Learning to stand on our knees in yoga. So we learn to ground the tops of our feet. Just check in. Let your arms relax. Empty the coat sleeves. Press your ankles behind you, and then bring your right elbow under your left. Hug it up, tuck your chin, deep breath. Balancing. Stay, or change to the eagle pose, arms wrap and lift at the elbows. You can add uplift in your rib cage and spine too, and the pelvis forward, so you can make it into a little bit of a back bend, like a camel pose preparation, up and back, gently exploring all these things. Anytime we're going into back bend, we have a downward gaze. Just keep yourself grounded with your eyes. One more breath. Release your arms and spine. Open it out. Release your legs as well. Change the cross of your ankles and that cross of your arms. Hug and tuck. Stay or twist and breathe. Lift. A lot happening here. Concentrate. Dharana. One more breath in. Feel it float. Exhale slowly. Let go of the actions in your body. Dolphin pose, second one. 5 breaths. Dive on out. Joyfulness of dolphins, wild and free. Head down. If you'd like to play with that swimming dolphin idea, you can move your head towards your hands and back between your elbows a few times. Uddiyana Bandha. Draw upon everything. One more breath. One more time. Knees down. Balasana, Yogi's Choice. Child's pose. Knees close wide. If you want to revolve it, have a nice long pause here. And one more breath if you're doing something that is two-sided, body lateral, over to the other side. Otherwise, you can take a second variation or stay still for one. It's okay to feel awkward sometimes and just learn to make peace with being a little awkward in things, as long as you're not creating pain. Yoga builds our tolerance. One more exhalation. Physically, emotionally, mentally. Release. And let's come out to Pigeon Pose. If you want to do figure 4 on your back, that looks better. Do a few variations. Here, you can also set up some cushioning like a wide blanket. Right leg forward. Hold that knee in. Slide your other leg straight back. Use your arms for support here as you carefully lower into this deep hip release. You can add some tail tucking energy here to lengthen your low back. And then come out and down to your own degree. It is okay to sit on this outside hip. If you are benefiting from that, you can also walk out, follow your chest. So there's a lot of variation in our bodies. Please be compassionate here. Stay for 8 breaths. Settle in, relax your head down, soften what you can. One thing we can do by being present is to go into our bodies where we feel the sensation, where we feel the work. Where does our focus go? Part of us is keeping our breath steady. But we can go into our bodies with our awareness. Twice more. And once more. Coming up and also rolling to that outside hip to sit for spiraling spokes. So we have, it's hard to see me in this lighting. So I'm just coming into Swastikasana. So radiating spokes, both legs just angling out. We're on the outside of this one and the inside of this one. Then let's turn away from our legs, take a nice tall spine, and just curiously explore twisting away from your feet and legs for 5 breaths. Some interesting lateral work here. Once more. Exhale, let go. Pause a moment, be familiar with how that felt. And let's release to the second side. Optional, upward dog, downward dog, flow through. Or just work your way into your pigeon pose. I didn't even see if you did it or not. I was looking down. Please come to the pigeon pose that works for your body on the second side, the folded knee. Are you resting on the outer hip or are you more upright over your leg? Lower carefully, make sure your back leg is straightening all the way through the foot. Head relaxing downward, 8 slow breaths. One more exhale only. Present with your sensation and a mindful release. So this is part of the pose, is the coming out. Sit over on your outer hip. And come to the inside edge of your back leg. So you can adjust your legs into this radiating spokes auspicious pose. Like Paravajasana's twist, here we have a nice open belly, coming around with your arms to find a little rotation, a little lateral release. Breathe 5 times. New perspective. One more exhale. Carefully return to center. Let's take the back leg into Janu Sirsasana. So you can spin around on your mat. You've got them all over the place with that. So head knee pose, foot resting at the inner thigh. A nice big inhale, reach when you're ready. Use out breath to find your forward fold. Tip at your pelvis, come out and down. Your knee can bend. Connect your arms so your elbows can go wide. So wherever you are, that's fine. Breathe with the upper back. Fill and empty that space. Head rests down in this pose. Fourth breath. One more, make the most of it. Be present with it. Release up and out. Find balance in your sacrum for a moment. It can be boat pose or just finding balance. One more time. Exhale, release. Janu Sirsasana, second side. Straight leg out, other leg folded in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, out, down. Catch something and breathe. Widen your elbows. One more time, breathe deeply. Exhale. Rise up. Sacred balance pose of your choice. 5 breaths, kind of quick ones. Lift your heart. One more time. Exhale, release. Malasana. Together, knees wide, bring your heart forward. Exhale, garland pose. Last breath. Release. Let's cross here a moment if you want to put on your socks or long sleeves. Get your resting props. You need a little moisture in your mouth during class, just having a little sips. And then having more before or after. Once you are comfortably ready, come to your back body for some lying down, inverted time, upside down legs practice. Where are you working? What do you enjoy? Do you want to put your legs at the wall? You can take the time for that. Sit close to the wall, bring your legs up, or we can do it in the middle of the room and call this supported shoulder stand. You can just let the legs rest together. Check and make sure your spine is long. Arms and hands where they feel supported. You can prop up your pelvis a little bit, giving yourself a little bit of an uplift. If you are content, stay. If you would like to continue to grow this pose into a plow or shoulder stand, you may proceed to lift your hips more. Use the pressing into the earth to help you find the lift. Find a spot where it feels like good work for today. Breathe about 5 times. Focus on the uplift today. If you'd like to join me, that's what I'm trying to do, is just find that press into the earth to rise out. See if you can straighten your legs a little more towards the sky. One more breath. Carefully release your spine back down. Bring your knees in. Ananda Balasana. Happy baby pose. Sometimes here our chin gets pulled up. Make sure to lengthen your spine and your skull. So your neck is long. Forehead feels higher than the chin. 5 slow breaths. You can move or hold still. Be where you feel good. Sometimes the sensations are different. You try to not attach. Just find that spot where it's positive for us. Slow deep breath once more. And releasing out to Shavasana. Time for some rest. It's important, try not to skip it. We just take a short rest for this hour class of everything. Even just a few minutes can have a really significant benefit. So sometimes if it's just 10 breaths, that's fine. I'll do a little breathing practice at the end too. We're sticking around for it. We understand our nature here. We're here studying ourselves. It's part of your nature to say, all right, I'm good now. Ask yourself to be still for a few minutes. Give yourself the gift of not doing anything. Allow the healing benefits of this practice to be received. You might notice now that you've been here a little while that you might need to refine something to help yourself feel it released, and that's fine. Sometimes there are pockets of holding that we discover. Ask them to soften. Shoulders relax. Soft around your eyes. Letting all the skin around your face and head relax. Let the skin of your whole body relax. May you grow still enough to hear the small noises Earth makes in preparing for the long sleep of winter. so that you yourself may grow calm and grounded deep within. May you grow still enough to hear the trickling of water seeping into the ground, so that your soul may be softened and healed and guided in its flow. May you grow still enough to hear the splintering of starlight in the winter sky and the roar at Earth's fiery core. May you grow still enough to hear the stir of a single snowflake in the air, so that your inner silence may turn into hushed expectation. Gently stir yourself from your stillness. At the invitation, what do you do first? Perhaps your breath deepens, start to move something. Stay present, really feel your body here, feel. And taking care of yourself. If you need a little encouragement to release the stillness, an interlace press up to the sky, interlace behind the skull, lift your heart. Those are ways of just bringing the energy up a little bit as you transition to your seat. If you popped into your seat, pop right into your meditation, because we just did the preparation for meditation basically. So we can just have a little time here for breathing. Come to your seated pose of choice. Folded cross legs, straight legs, props, all good. Bring your dominant hand to the space between your eyebrows lightly. Just feel that touch, feel it land, feel it ripple, calm. Let your other hand rest down or in your lap, or it can hold and support your arm. Nadi Shodhana, nerve cleansing, nerve shining. Close the right side of your nose. Sorry, close the left side of your nose. Inhale, right side. Exhale, left side. Slow and stretchy with your breath. Inhale, left. Soft and gentle with your nose. Exhale, right. Once more, slowly, right side in, left side out. Reverse the pattern the other way. Left side in, right side out. Balancing breath. Right side in, left side out. Left side in, last one. A little bit at a time. exhale to the right. Release your hands, breathe through both sides. Return to your heart center with your awareness. Thank you. Breathing practice can be done anytime. You don't have to use your hands. You can just breathe back and forth. 72,000 rivers of energy in the body, the nadis.